welcome back to my cake kitchen. I'm Gladys. Over here, I make simple, informative tutorials to help you navigate baking and decorating easily. I was here a little earlier, but had to go off and attend to some developing emergencies in my personal life. So I appreciate you for being here and for stopping by, for your patience. Tabitha and the rest of the girls were here. Hopefully, if they do catch back, Tabitha, Lollipop, and the rest of you who were all here, thank you for your time and your patience with me. What we were doing earlier before I continued, I will indicate that in the description box. We were doing the sugar. So here we are. I've forgotten how much sugar we measured because I literally walked out of the kitchen and I've walked back in. Except when I came back into technical difficulties because for some reason I have been trying for the last 10 minutes to fix the live and it wasn't happening. But it's fixed now. I can see you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. Right. Earlier, I was a little bit like over the place, but now let's work it together. So if you're wondering what we're doing, I'm trying to make a vanilla cake for my little niece's birthday. Okay, so there we are. We have 425 pounds. I said 425 pounds. Do I have that money? 425 grams of sugar. The spread we were going to use is here. It has to be spreadable. There you are. There's 325 grams of that. And I'm just going to go ahead and measure the ingredient. As you can see, I'm a little bit disorganized. But you know what? I don't have to keep up perfection for you, okay? Over here, we keep it real. And today, my kitchen is not the best, as you can see. So let's make it work as is. All right, people? Great to have you, though. And what are you all doing? Lollipop, do you not still do the school run? I know. I want your life, Lollipop. I want your life. Because my little guy actually hates me for making him go to school. Because he doesn't go to sleep and he's tired. And he's like, ah! Okay, so here we are. The weather is so hot. I don't want to turn my oven on, but unfortunately I'm a baker, so I have to do that. Can we all say a collective amen whilst we're there? Okay? Right. Sabha. It's not summer vacation yet. Delaney, darling, how are you? Great to have you. Right. So I am sorting the ingredients, but you know what? Because I have to work quickly. Because if I leave the ingredients out, they will be too warm for me to work with. So I'm just gonna wipe my glass bowl in here, and then into that our spread is going. And next our sugar goes. Okay, it's just a regular vanilla sponge for kids' birthday. We have some vanilla here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it start creaming on my mixer over there behind me whilst I sort the other ingredients. And then with time, I will bring the mixer up front for you. So yeah, that is creaming. We're going to sort out our eggs. I have some eggs here. We need 275 grams of eggs. That is about 5 eggs, but I measure the eggs, so I am not going to just guesstimate that at all. I will put the eggs in hot water. Mohammed, I should show my kitchen. What do you want in my kitchen, darling? What do you want to see in my kitchen? There isn't much else to see, you know, because if I could couldn't do a live showing you the kitchen because how else can I do that? I can't. And I don't know what you mean, but hey, right, I need to put this away. We need 275 grams of eggs. Carpenter, you are my people. You're like, there's and possibly a washing machine. Carpenter, don't forget that. We over here in England are a bit weird. We have a washing machine, okay? In our kitchen. Oh yeah, I just remembered I have focaccia. I'm having it with I'll tell you in a minute. Lady lately. Thank you, lady. Lady, thank you. I mean, you guys, I love you, okay? I love you. Look at you guys over there. Looking out for your Aunt Gladys. Thank you. Now we need some flour, self-raising flour. We need about 450 grams of that. And a pinch of salt. Jackie, morning. Good morning, people. Look at you. All of you are here today. Thank you for being here. Aunt Jackie, how are you? Aunt Jackie, your girl is over here. It's a mess. Okay? How are you, my darling? Great to have you today. How are you keeping? Right, now, no, we're not done. Can you people feel the chaos in my life? Okay, now let's do the 60. Okay, I brought it back because I have sorted the ingredients so we can then bring our bake forward. There you go. Well, with that done, we're going to, if I haven't talked about the recipe much, it's because it's a recipe that we have done time and time again over here. So I'll leave details in the description box for you. So after creaming the spread and the sugar together, what I am about to do is just add in an egg yolk, just so that it helps emulsify the mixture a little better. Here is a second egg yolk. Rhonda, hello. People, whilst I am still distracted by what I'm doing, when I finish, we can catch up properly, okay? Bear with me. Lady Lately, what have you been up to over there? It's been a little while since we caught up properly on here, but it's great to have you guys back. Okay, there you go. Wallet. I don't know what's happening here. Okay. Jackie, I can see a question in the chat. Was that the creaming method? No. I'll talk to you in a moment about creaming and other stuff. Okay? Bear with me. I just want to get this done because it's very warm. It's about 23 degrees C today in the UK. But if you know anything about us, we complain about the weather every day. If it's chilly, we're complaining. If it is hot, we are complaining. And it's not even that hot. And surprisingly, I'm supposed to be African, where it's warmer in my part of the world. But for some reason, I can't cope with the English heat. I am so hot. Girls, you know what I want to do? I want to take off my bra and I want to scream. Okay, we're not about to do that. Let's just stick with the job, shall we? Oh, Lordy. Jackie, you know we are truth tellers over here, okay? We bring we just want you to enjoy life, okay? So sometimes as a woman, you know, you've had a long day. When you walk into your house, what you want to do is just take off the bra and strip these falsies out, and you're like, yeah, I'm alive again, okay? Unfortunately, my job requires that I'm dressed. We don't want YouTube censoring us over here, okay? You see, girls, can you all relate? You know, the worst thing. Well, I'm in the wrong job to be complaining about makeup because, to be honest, I don't really need this to be here with you people, okay? We are the same people. But sometimes you're like, oh, can you make an effort for this class, people? Like, we be judging people by the shoes they wear, isn't it? The men. Let's get to baking, okay? Let me wash my hands. You know, we all have an inherent nature to judge things. And if I showed up here like I just literally rolled out of my bed because I want comfort, you'll probably be side-eyeing me. So some days I feel like, okay, I have to make the effort. But I know I don't need this to be here. That said, people, when the weather is like this, I'm like, can we make an exception where we can all just let it hang out? Jackie, like, mean, let's just clarify our thoughts. I don't walk around my house naked, okay? I am dressed. But a bra can be... Look, we have... How did we get to this part of the conversation? Okay, let's just get this cake in the oven, right? Because this madness is getting rough a little quickly. Okay, let me just... Oh. Okay, right. Okay, there you are. Okay. If you haven't noticed, the t-shirt I'm wearing is not even mine. But today, I didn't even feel like I wanted a t-shirt that would stick to my skin. So I went and got myself an oversized t-shirt that is not my size and it's not even mine to wear. But I'm like, whoever's t-shirt it is, hello, I'm wearing it. It's mine now, okay? Chantel. Chantel, oh, thank you, Chantel. Chantel, you're one of us. Thank you. You just subscribed. Look, don't be a passive subscriber. Join the community. We are very loud. Look, let me tell you what our value system is. You people in the chat, welcome Chantel and tell her who we are, okay? You know, we're a bunch of lovely people. We like to think that, okay? And we are truth tellers. We have faith, as in a lot of us have Christian beliefs, but you know what? We don't discriminate. Look, we can sit at the table with you. We can hold your hand. We can pray with you sometime if you need it, okay? And then we can hold space. And then we do the madness over here. We just try to live right, okay? We are broken people, but we try, okay? That is our value system here. And then most importantly, we talk cake and we do cake and we hug each other. I mean, what is there not to love about us? Okay, so, and it's not me, you know, it's all of you people over there. It's all of you. I mean, I live by your values now because now I can't go out acting wild in these streets, can I? All right, so Chantel, you're welcome. Okay, but Jackie, we can't be that crazy. Come on. We are crazy in a special way, says all the crazy people. I'm crazy, but you know what? It's all right. It's a nice kind of crazy. Okay. Grace, hello. Oh, Grace. Did you bring us Grace this morning? Oh, Sam. Oh, Samuel. Hello. Is your mom called Hannah? Have you been reading your Bible? Samuel. Great to have you. Right. Do let us know what brought you here today, because we are nosy people. We like to welcome you. We like to talk to you. And do let us know what brought you here. Did you just chance onto us and you thought, oh, she's pretty? No. Don't stop because I'm pretty. There's not much going on here. You find a bunch of madness, okay? And then you will learn to make cakes, okay? But why did you stop? And what made you stop? And what's your expectation about being here today with us? Most importantly, where are you joining us from? Where are you joining us from? We want to know. I mean, you know, when you go to church and it's like, look to your neighbor and say, hello, you're welcome. Don't hug me at church, though. I don't care. Don't. That's all right. Michelle, Susan. Okay, look, my USA-based people, I love you. Thank you for being here. Look, if you wonder where I am, hello there. I am Gladys, okay? I am originally from Ghana. And Ghana, as in Ghana, not Guyana. It's a West African country. Over there, borders with Togo, Ivory Coast, and Burkina Faso. But I've lived in the UK so long, I'm almost a fabric in the place, okay? So So if you wonder where you'll see me from, I'm based in the UK. You'll see me in my home-based kitchen. And actually, if you stick around long, you'll realize that you live in my home with me via a screen, because the postman will come by, my son will come back from school, his dad will be in the background, and occasionally family emergencies develop and I just switch off the phone and I'm gone. It happened earlier. So you know what? Welcome to my home. Come and sit down with me. The reason for these lives, I'm just going to put that in the oven quickly and I'll come and talk to you. If you wonder what I just did there, I put some water. The cake is baking at 160 degrees C. I'm baking 2 layers and then I'll be back to bake another 2 layers. But if you wonder what I just did there, I have a convection fan oven. Convection fan oven has a fan at the back and it radiates the heat around. Just for an even and softer bake, I put some water at the base of the oven to keep the oven cooling system even a little bit. It helps a tender bake. So that's a trick you can use. I've talked about it time and again over here. So yeah, it's a vanilla cake. It's a cake that I have made time and again over here on the channel. I have taken time to talk you through the processes, the ingredients I use. It's my sort of go-to recipe. So if you want to know more about it, I'll link resources in the description box. But because the weather is very hot today and I had a lot going on, I just thought, look, let me bring you along the journey. It's my little niece. She's my sister's daughter. She's celebrating her birthday over the weekend. So she wanted an Elsa themed cake. So I thought I'll bring you along the journey. But whilst we're at it, I know there are some new people over here. So thank you for stopping by today. I hope if you don't take anything from us at all, you will find a little bit of joy on the channel today. And then you go back to your lives and you remember that, you know what, whilst the internet can be such a dark and hollow place, there is some aspects of the internet that will bring you joy and fun and encourage your spirit. So that's why we are here. Sometimes we have moderators in the chat and we have regulars. So if you see each other in the chat, say hello. You'll find that there's a lot of interaction going on. That is just to encourage community. And we genuinely do care about you. So stop by. Don't be a passive. Whilst I want the subscriber numbers to go up, I won't lie, look at me. I do want you to subscribe. I want you to stay, okay? But most importantly, I don't want you to stay just for the sake of staying so that you can subscribe and then go back to your life and be quiet. I want you to be a part of the community. I want to hear your suggestions for how we can grow, how I can continue to serve you, above all, how I can continue to maintain a positive space here so we can all benefit from it. Because believe me when I say, I get just as much as you give me, and I challenge myself every day because your attention is important. And you could be doing one of many things in this part of the world, but you choose to make an investment over here. You stop by, and if we are not on the live, we are interactive and actively on the comment section and the posts or in the shorts version. So you're welcome over here. Most important thing today, if you can hear me, there is a regular one of us. She's Lisa Isom. I think after this conversation I will post something in the community post, so check it out. Lisa is not well, okay? Lisa is one of us. She stops, she engages with us. She's friend of the channel, I will say, like all of us. And Lisa, when she first stopped by with us, she was unwell and she had taken time to recuperate. She's left a comment in one of the videos publicly. I mean, if you told me something and it's not public news, we don't discuss it over here. But this was public. She left me a comment and she said to come and tell you people that she is really, really unwell. She's so unwell, in fact, she has had to take some time out. And yeah, so she's asking for your support and prayers. That's all she's asking for, that we remember her in. I told you, did I tell you we're Christian over here? You know, we don't discriminate. If you don't have if you're not Christian, you're still welcome. It's not a problem, but that is where our value system comes from, and we wear that openly and widely. So if you have a problem, trust and believe. We'll share a prayer with you first, and then we'll hear what you have to say, and then we'll go seek the Holy Spirit to come and help you. Okay? So Lisa is not well, so we're sending prayers to Lisa. Remember her in your prayers wherever you are, and let's hold her in prayer and in our thoughts. But I will leave the comment she left on the community post and then tag her. If you have if you can just stop by and say a positive word to encourage her spirit, because the truth is, while sometimes, you know, we may be going through illness or changes in our lives, sometimes the little community of support we have, you know, and I have just woke up one day and become so aware that whilst I or many of us may have community of people outside of our online lives, most people sometimes don't have that at all, and they rely on this community and the positive nature of the community to support us even after their lives are over. So please, when I post it, just share a positive word. I'm sure if Lisa is sat in her hospital bed or wherever she is, when she gets to see it, she might feel encouraged, because sometimes illness is not just feeling physically poorly. It can also affect you mentally, especially if you feel alone in your journey. So let's bear that in mind and keep her in prayer. Tapeta, she's had a really difficult June. Look, I'm not trauma dumping on you. We are a community of real people, so I'm sharing real problems that we have. Tapeta had some problems at work and had to give it up. Okay, but Tapeta feels like her June has, she summarizes that as her June has just taken a long walk and walked off the short pier. That almost encapsulates sometimes the seasons where we are, where it's second week of June and we're like, I'm done with June already. Can we be done? So whilst Tapeta is here encouraging us and keeping us feeling better, let's remember Tapeta and encourage her spirit so that she can continue to do what she's doing here with us, whilst also engaging in her life outside and feeling a sense of happiness. Unfortunately, she lost one of her favorite cooks on telly yesterday. The person didn't pass on telly, but a favorite cook. What's the name, Tapeta? Do you wanna leave the name in the chat? Something Barrel. I forgot the name. So yeah, she lost. Well, I mean, you know, when you have a fixture on your screen and they become a part of your life. I mean, when I went out earlier, I was here earlier and then I had to go attend to some family emergency and then come back. And in the transition of doing that, it came to my attention that one of the popular people we know in the UK, Kim Woodburn, she passed away. You may not know Kim Woodburn, okay? Kim Woodburn is a celebrity cleaner. She ran a cleaning show with her colleague and then eventually became a regular fixture on British television, Kim Woodburn. And I know Kim Woodburn on the screen. And seeing that she passed, it really made me feel a certain way, because when you see a person on your screen all the time and then they become a part of your routine and suddenly they are not there anymore, it does shock you a little bit and kind of skewers how you feel a little bit. So let's save a thought for Tapeta, that while she may not know this person personally, this person probably has brought her so much value in her life, perhaps in forms of the way they cook, entertainment, distraction. Imagine if you woke up and I wasn't here. It's not about me, I'm kidding. So I'm just drawing the point home that sometimes some things may not seem like they are serious, and they may not be, but they are still worth validating. So Tapeta, Telma is our Indian friend who, when this life started, she was super engaged over here. Unfortunately, yesterday we had this conversation also. I feel like I'm in the church announcing the church problems, isn't it? You know, when you go to church and you have to announce things about, okay, anyway, let's roll with it. So let me just take that, because the apron feels like another dress. Okay, there you go. I have an AC, a portable AC, but If I turn the AC on, the noise will be too much. You can't bear it. So there we are. I'm hot. Okay, people, I'm hot. You are watching a hot woman in real time. I'm so hot. Look. Anyway, we're not about to get naked. Don't worry. Okay. Right. So, Telma yesterday in the chat, yeah, prayer list in the making. Can you imagine? You know what? Prayer makes everything okay. I mean, we all need prayers. If I told you the prayer I need, but I know the Lord has heard. Okay, it's okay. Right. Telma, she was here yesterday, and she posted this publicly, so it's not a problem. And she was discussing it. Her sister is in a very tricky situation. She's with an abusive guy. We won't highlight that so much because YouTube will censor us, okay? But the conversation is necessary. And yesterday, she asked that we held her in prayers. So we prayed with Telma yesterday, and we hope things get better for her, okay, and her sister. So all of those. So and yeah, and occasionally we've had people show up in the chat and being like, look, they're feeling a bit stressed, but they feel like they have found some joy and peace with us. Yesterday we had some new people like Emmy. She is in Jordan. She got fired from her job, and yesterday she found solace in our community over here. So you know what? The prayer works, okay? The joys of the community does work. So we may not, bear in mind, we really don't know each other, you know. I don't know where you are. I don't know what you're doing. Okay, if I met you on the street, I couldn't even tell who you are from the lot. But here's what is important. It's not about knowing each other physically. It's about the values we carry, what we put in the world, and the spirit we bring with each other, right? So if you don't believe in what we believe in, we are not judging you, okay? If you have a way of exercising prayer, you're welcome. Just say your prayer with us. We can sit, break bread as we're doing, and then move on with our lives. I think there is so much division in our world that we need to recognize that just because people don't believe in what we believe in doesn't make them bad people. There is enough room in the world for tolerance, tolerating each other. Of course, the part where you walk away from it is where you're committed into a sort of functioning relationship with a person who doesn't share your value system. So look, you and I are not going to get married, okay? So it's fine. It's fine, okay? So if you're in the chat, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being here. So with all the church announcements gone and the prayer up, can we start from somewhere with something a little positive? The positive part is I tried Meghan's cake and it was lovely. And I brought some here yesterday and I still have a lot here, okay? I still have some here. For those of you who don't know, right? If you've heard, show back. Okay, now let me go and throw some salt over the wounds here. Who is a fan of Meghan Markle here? Put your hand up in the chat. You need to have a quiet talk with yourself before you put your hand up in the chat, you know. Who is, if you're a Meghan Markle fan, put your hand up in the chat. Let's see you, okay? I'm watching. Lady lately. Oh, okay. Wow. Look, if you're not, you can be indifferent. You can be indifferent. You can be a fan. And you can be like, I don't even know the woman. It's fine. I just want to know how. Okay, so Jackie is on the indifferent train. She's like, I don't care. One way or the other. So Jackie is in the, which is fine. You can be a fan, which is fine. Okay? Because you know what? I find the subject of her name is such a hot topic. And I have candidly spoken about the qualms I have, okay, about the word being public perception. Because you and I don't know her. We don't know this woman. whatever we believe, whether we really like her or we don't like her, I think if you're on the indifferent train, it's fine, because you're like, either way, I don't care, I'm not bothered, okay? That's a safe place to be. But if you really, really like her, you're like, what do you like about her? And if you don't, you've got to ask, why do you not? You see? So the nuance is welcome. We welcome nuance here. Just because we have shared values doesn't mean we are a monolith, okay? You can disagree and we will hold space for you. But I find that the hate train about her has become almost unjustified. People want to almost like drag her down just because I'm sure for the people. Anyway, I'll give you context. I made the cake, okay, and up until now, okay, I live in Britain. I live in England. You would think I am supposed to like her, but in truth, I am not as indifferent, but I'm not a big fan, and I'm not a hater either, okay? It's more like the public perception of her and the criticism of her can be very welcome if it's done right. And that's where I stand. So here is my criticism of her. If I was asked, where do you stand? I don't care. I don't know her. If I hate her, that's like poison in my heart, and I'm putting that in the world. Why would I do that? But I don't feel like I am a fan because she is me. You know what I'm saying over here? Because she has become the representative of this, and it's like the moment you don't agree, the conversation is about, oh, look, if I'm a bad person, tell me, and don't look at that. Jack, remember us in prayer, and yeah, have a good one, and let's catch up sometime, okay? Take care, my lovely, right? Yeah, the subject of the UK media being brutal is neither here nor there, because they will still be brutal to a cleaner on the streets. You know, those people have no loyalty. The media has no loyalty. So what is happening to her is not like unique. It's probably worse because there is the subject of color influencing it, because the people writing the news, they are not great people. I'm sorry. They are not all great people, okay? And they have biases, and they feel special, and they don't like, yeah, okay? So they are not great people. But when you zoom out of that, they will do that to anybody, because what? They want to sell a paper. They want to get a buck or two. But more than anything, they want to also influence the masses, which is why it's important that we hold our own thoughts about what we are observing. So when you see a newspaper headline about her, you've got to ask yourself, what is this trying to tell me? And then make your own decisions other than taking what the newspaper is saying. That said, I deviate from the subject that whilst we don't know her, she made a show and she made a cake. And the recipe was available. So we decided to try the recipe. The video is up on long format. And I'm here to tell you, the cake is banging. This cake was made on Saturday, okay? It was made about Saturday 9 p.m. Saturday 9 p.m. Look at how moist this cake still looks. Let me cut through it and you will see. Look. Forget the buttercream, but can you see how soft and tender this cake looks? I mean, The media won't tell you that, will they? I'm a cake maker. Eunice. Anyway, I put the cake away because it's sunny and the buttercream is melting. So yeah, her cake is amazing. I've made it into a long form video. If you want to see how it's made with the recipe details, it's all up on the channel. Check the video out. But here's the thing. I made a show about how good the cake is. And someone told me how they don't like her. And in my mind, I'm like, how do you express such strong feelings about someone you don't know? I don't know. But that aside, my people, it's neither here nor there. The public perception of Miss Markle is fairly justified when she's judged harshly. And I'm talking, she had a podcast out yesterday. You know what, Lollipop, you're my person. Like, just because I said the cake was amazing doesn't mean I was a great fan. Look, I don't hate her, but I'm not fangirling either, because I have questions about her character based on her public perception. Because don't forget that whilst she and her husband likes to tell us, okay, that we are listening to the press, it's like they are almost telling us or me that I don't have agency to discern for myself. And here's where I stand. I watched the 6 hours of the Netflix show. I did. Not the with Love Meghan. The one she did with the other one. The other one that she said the leave it in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Look, I need cold water. I watched 6 hours, the 6 hour show, the one she did where she did the curtsy to the Queen. I watched it. And by the time I finished watching it, here's what I took out from it. I'm like, fire those advisors. And besides that, fire those advisors. Here's the big lesson. Considering I am talking from a poor man's world, okay? I don't have dear money. I don't have access to what they have. Because you know what? Let's face it. Access and wealth will change a person and their character. True. Or it will highlight what has always been there. A wise proverb that says, do not trust the humility of a poor person. Okay? Look at me over here telling you all of this. Let me get rich and let's see if I will be the same person. I don't know. I may tell you, oh, I might keep grounded, but it hits different when you ain't got to worry about bill payments. And you don't care about anybody. And you get to a point in your life where you feel like you are flying so high, there will always be a back for you. It will change who you are. And even worse, when you have people whose job depends on your actions. It's a different kind of game. Imagine a publicist looking at you as a person. I mean, you and I can get away talking to each other over here. And if I go and mess around, you can call me out and cancel me on the internet. That's it. It's over. But for her, she has strategies, as in people who are into trying to make her look well in public, just so they can get paid. And it's a different kind of life. So I watched that program. The 6 hours when she curtsied to the queen, I'm like, she needs some real people in her life, like some good friends, not the ones with money. Because if you've all got money, it's the blind leading the blind. Because let me tell you what we African people are like. Now, this is me going to talk about my people. We have something called shame. And it works both ways. Because our perception of shame, like we self-censor and self-persevere. Like the amount of muck and rot that may be going on in an African home, and yet you are supposed to appear polished, it's very, very toxic. But on the other side, if you can perceive the shame you are bringing to your family members and people around you and the community, it will also uphold you in a certain value system so you can act right. So for instance, when I perceive my life and my failings, I don't think about just me. I think about how that will affect my mom. Not that, look, I'm nearly a 40-year-old woman living somewhere. My mom hasn't seen me forever. But the conditioning of my growing up has shaped me to think about her in a way where she is almost like a force of correction in my life, silently. Okay? Because of that, there are certain things I cannot do. That doesn't make me better. That just says that I am too ashamed. Not for my own self, but for other people and the community that I have. And so here's what I thought when I watched the entire thing. I'm like, you people don't have shame. Like, who is advising this nonsense? Like, who? Like someone, like, you haven't met a mad African. She will walk it down and be like, who is doing that Netflix cut with this girl bowing down to the queen in that way? Cut that stuff out. My point is, someone should, I know the way the curtsy has been interpreted isn't as bad as it is, okay? Honestly, I think people were saying she was self-deprecating, which could be true. I didn't see it as wholly disrespectful as widely reported, but I also thought it was really unnecessary for her to do that, because you are taking a particular culture that is steeped in tradition. There is sensitivity. People become very strongly attached to their culture and belief system. Leave that shit alone. Leave it. Be respectful. Keep it together. Whatever she felt, she could go and tell her husband. I didn't need to see that. And I felt really uncomfortable watching it. Because when she went to bow and he had the scrunched up face, I'm like, did you see the cut? Did you watch it before this came out? Because somebody should have literally plucked that bugger and gone, you need to cut that shit out. Okay? But they didn't. And then we saw it. And that made me think of her as, you have no respect for culture. You have no respect for elderly people, because what you have just done here doesn't show respect. If any, look, my mom is not perfect, but I will never, ever talk about my mom in such a derogatory public way, including all my family members. Okay? So why? And I think my thoughts about her comes from the actions that has been presented to me, for which I can make clear judgment of. You know, sitting there and telling us your experience and then not supporting it. If you want to tell us for us to be, then support it with the evidence and let the chips fall into different places. If they were that bad, stomp around with all the evidence so that we can back you full on. But don't tell us half stories and then try to crawl back. It may just be true, and I've said it before, it may just be true that her experience was true. But she still wants to hold on to the privilege of the thing that she says hurt her. I can't understand that. It seems like the money is important to her. And if it is, yeah, suck it up and just have it. But on one way, she wants to use the power of who she is to gain our adoration and love. And yet she wants to beat down the people who did that to her. Yeah, that's it. Okay? That's it. So my people, I could still say what I have to say, okay? And still say the cake is good. The cake is good, okay? The cake is good. So go make her cake and love her nonetheless. Oh, can you tell I'm hot? I am so hot. Did you? Oh, look, I am so hot. Okay, people. I think I've got to go, okay? My kitchen is getting hot because this thing... Oh, what am I missing in the chat? I am missing something. Money certainly changes people. Of course, we all know that. Okay, let me get rich and let's see. Okay. Lollipop, you need a pool. Well, let's go to the seaside together and jump in the pool together because I feel so hot. And it's what 22 degrees, is it? I think I should have showed up in a bikini. Look at you people talking about gardening, and I'm stood here feeling hot and questioning my life choices. Look. Nick. Nicola. Nicola, it's hot. I know you're in Italy. What's the weather like in Italy? Because we are over here like complaining about the weather and eating cake and shouting about Miss Markle. Okay? Now, oh, you missed a lot, okay? You missed, maybe when you can go back and watch the live on 2x speed, okay? Because I am hot. I am so hot. It's like, look at me. People, we've had enough fun for today, okay? I want to stick around, but I'm so hot. We need to go, okay? There's been craziness happening here, my people. It's been wild. It's been so wild, but always a pleasure to have you. I'm just thinking, okay, people, before we go, I need your attention. Look at my overdramatic self. Let me not go cracking my glass bowl. Okay. I need your attention. I am literally drinking water in ice cold water in a flask. So people, here's the thing. Oh God, look what I've done. I am going. Right, here's the thing. You know, when we were doing Kicking It with Gladys, the first episode came out, right? Oi, Nicola, don't add to the mess, okay? What do you mean? I look more beautiful sweating. Sis, I'm hot. I am so hot. I don't know. But it's okay. It's okay. I will live. I will live. Okay, so maybe the problem is I can't swim. Who wants a pool? Look, it's a mess here today. Okay, it's messy because today it's been hot. People, can we, you know, when I was like caking it with Gladys, I was like, oh, let's do once a month. But a lot has happened in the news in the cake world. Did you hear that, is it Tesco launched the Matilda cake and there's chaos on TikTok about it? Have you heard? Lollipop, you need more aircon here. Your city is not built for aircon. This country, with the type of houses you have, is not built with aircon in mind. Yes, Lollipop, you are in. Okay, so okay, you know what? Up until now, I just thought the bruise cake was just a chocolate cake. I didn't know it was connected to a film. Now I'm showing my uncultured self, isn't it? Because there was the Matilda cake is connected to the movie. What kind of movie is that? People, let me not tell lies. I don't even know what that is about the cake, okay? Lollipop, update the group. Let them know what this is all about. Because me, I'm not that cultured, okay? Now you people want to go and make me watch a movie that I haven't seen, okay? Growing up, I didn't grow up with television, so I don't know. I trust the Lord, my Savior, one. He will never fail. People, look at, remember the focaccia we made yesterday? Look at the focaccia. I am going to make myself some avocado mayo. I'll go and see it. Oh, Danny DeVito. I think I know that man. He's a little guy, isn't he? I love Danny DeVito. He's a little... avocado mayo with the my dear, the focaccia was so good. I was questioning my life choices yesterday. It's even more flavorful today. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm not a bread baker at all. This is a very beginner friendly recipe that I got online. If you want to know, I think Nicola has to come and show us how to make focaccia and bread because she's in Italy. And by the way, I went, you know, the tangent we went on about Miss Markle. I actually wanted to bring it back to the fact that I wanted to try her one pot pasta. So I went and got myself some chili because there was some chili flakes in the one pot pasta. So if you'd like to see that, let me know, okay? We won't be making that in long form because we're not like a cook channel. We're a cake making channel. Nicola, did I tell you I love you until a plate of food is served in front of me and I don't know you? I have never met you. I don't. No, I'm kidding. You know, I eat for you. I eat on your behalf. Like I literally eat for you. Look at that focaccia. Listen, if you want a bit here, and on that note, let's call it a day and come back same time tomorrow. Okay? Love you all. Have a good day, good evening, good morning, whatever you're doing. If it's nighttime, have a good night. And same time tomorrow we'll be back. All right? Do take care. All my love. Bye-bye.